DJ Ham does it.
Building 9 a.m. bright and early. Let me bring the squad up. This inside the locker room. Bub, what up?
What's good?
B was good.
What's going on?
Tino was kicking.
It's popping.
Yeah, man. Oh man. I got the shades on. Niggas out a little bit late, but we here. You feel me? Make some noise for that. Inside the locker room. How y'all doing this morning?
Wonderful. Wonderful, baby. Well rested, feeling good, looking good.
And all that, right? Yeah, Tino, tell me something good, man.
Man, everything's lovely, bro. Wifey doing good, baby boy doing good in there. Busy this morning. School's going good. Nigga getting back in shape.
All of that, right?
Yeah, life is good.
Yo, man, you stay in school, my nigga.
Man, bro, shit, I can't wait till the semester's over. I'm taking the fall off. Probably even taking this whole year off, man. To be honest.
You've been going to school for the past 35 years, bro.
I finished one master's, took about a year off, then started another master's. So
I don't remember that year off, bro.
We because we was outside.
That's a fact. Yo, bro, they don't even know, man. Damn, man. Boy, oh boy, man. Yo, I ain't had a dance battle in a minute, but I feel like I'm overdue, man. All right, man. So y'all been watching the news cycle, man. Y'all know what it is, and I think that everybody has spoken on the subject of Will Smith, right? Everybody. He a dub. They feeling him, they not, so on and so forth. But a question from today is just predicated kind of upon like what he did. Was it right? So it conjured a thought for me. Will Smith, right? I got the colon up there. Is there a correct way to be a man? Loaded question, difficult question to answer, really, right? Because it could be subjective. But I don't know. I think there may be some hard and fast rules, though. So just to pop it off, Bub, how you feel about that situation?
Hey, I'm just gonna get this out here right now. Like, I'm never like politically correct. I mean, it is what it is. I felt like it was definitely justifiable, and whoever don't agree with me, I really don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Excuse my language.
What the fuck I'm back?
Excuse my language.
Nah, you're good.
You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to like men and their wives or your girl, whatever, you gotta understand, man. Like we got a certain kind of bond, man. Like especially if you like really digging them or loving them like that. So like, don't try to tell us how we supposed to react to any situation dealing with our significant others. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody I feel like everybody trying to switch the narrative and make it seem like, oh, Will couldn't take a joke. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that joke. It ain't about that joke. It's deeper than that joke. And here's the thing. I feel like people trying to switch the narrative because they scared. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, he slapped somebody over a joke. Well, damn, I can't even joke no more. Yo, if somebody try to do that when I'm joking, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, you saying that shit now because you scared. Like, because Will pretty much set a narrative. Now, that don't mean everybody gonna be trying to do that now. So don't try to turn this into like a whole narrative or per se. Oh, we got to protect the comedians. Make sure people don't try to run up on stage and start, popping off. This could become something deeper than, just jokes. People's lives are in jeopardy. Nah, it ain't that. Y'all looking too deep into this shit. He had a problem. He felt offended on behalf of his wife, and he handled it. Don't try to tell a man how to handle something pertaining to him and his wife and how his wife feel. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about no. It ain't no. It wasn't about the joke. It was deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
Or okay, that's a take I ain't really hear for real. Late at all. I don't think. I could be wrong, but maybe some takes that had a similar sentiment, but not as clearly defined as that. Tino, how you feel about it?
Man, I understand Buz's perspective, but I gotta disagree with it slightly because there's always a right way to handle anything, and that's how to be a man. Like as men, we're taught that there's a correct way to handle things and there's an incorrect way to handle things. Like dead ass, he could have handled that differently. Like I understand the justification, I understand the sentiment, but he could have handled it differently. Like in my perspective, from my perspective, I definitely respect Chris Rock. Like anybody that's saying he a punk, like nah. Like if you really paid attention, he thought about that. He thought about retaliating, and he, in his manhood, had had the restraint to realize that that wasn't the right moment to get to handle that. I mean, I don't know all of the particulars about what's going on with Will Smith and Jada. I would have hoped that if it was my wife and I was going to do something that would jeopardize my career, that she would have stopped me from doing that and realized, like, hold on, baby. Like, I understand I was offended. I know you offended. Right now is not the right moment to do that. But when emotions are involved, you can't really dictate what's going to happen, and you can't really dictate how somebody else is going to handle what's going on emotionally. So, he reacted however he reacted emotionally, and there's nothing that can be done about that. What needs to be addressed is the fact that that man really has some emotional demons right now that's eating at him that he needs to take care of, or this is not going to be the most disruptive thing or destructive thing that has happened to him. Like he is imploding right now, and that man needs help.
Yo, Coutinho, I never thought when he got slapped, I never looked at Chris as being a punk. Not one time.
A lot of people have though. A lot of people have.
That's our people. We be doing corny shit like that, saying shit like that.
Yeah, if anybody that thought that he was, like, look at how look at his body language. Like that was, yo, I'm about to steal off. And he adjusted real quick. Like that's why he even had the joke about it. Like Will Smith just smacked the shit out. Because like saying that, like how like if anybody that goes to therapy, like especially for anger management, like a nigga like me, like I'm a reformed hothead. So for me to even say that, Will kind of handled it out of pocket as a reformed hothead, like that means that I really analyzed it. And like if you look at the body language of Chris Rock and the fact that he, even said that out loud, like if you got anger management problems, they tell you, like, if something happens, say a statement out loud or speak or say something to yourself or breathe for 5 seconds or something like that. Like that's how you actually temper your emotions to handle your primary emotions to a situation. Will's primary emotions wasn't even that he was hurt. He laughed at first. His emotions didn't change until he saw how Jada reacted. And in that moment, nigga, if you laugh first and then you see how you gotta have, like, if he's in a different emotional place than wherever he is now or his family is now, he's gonna contemplate, like, okay, like he's gonna talk to her, he's gonna use his words like a fucking adult. Like, and don't get me wrong, like the most disrespectful thing you can do to a man is smack a man. And I had poor learned behavior of watching my father my entire life tell people, shut the fuck up or I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Not only have I said that throughout my life, I've done it several times. So I've smacked several grown men several times. And so for a nigga like me to say like he's out of pocket, he out of pocket, bro.
So what make it grown up? So you saying putting hands on people is not a grown man thing to do?
All right, so like check this. Like we the bros, right? And we known for like wrecking and stuff like that. After being in the frat as many years as I have, bro, like that ass, you put your hands on me, we on some nigga shit. Like there's nothing that should upset you enough to the point to where we need to wreck. Don't touch me.
Well, wrecking maybe, yeah, but
like don't.
But your wife though, your wife don't. The way I told niggas the other day. Hold on.
Don't touch me in my face.
Hold on. Check. So, but your wife don't if something happened to your wife, violence don't ensue.
If her life is threatened, absolutely, bro.
It only got to be life threatening though.
So where I am in life, like I have enough restraint to where unless someone's trying to harm me, I don't feel no need to put my hands on somebody because I realize like how disrespectful that is now.
So if somebody say, "Yo, bitch, shut the fuck up," that don't
So
cause violence.
I've fought for that exact word before. Depending on my emotional temperament, when that happens, it don't get me wrong, it's gonna be addressed. But depending on my emotional temperament, on when that happened, it dictates how I'll handle the situation. And I've seen you handle situations mature enough to know that you will do the same.
If somebody tell my wife, "Bitch, shut the fuck up," I'm
You gonna
putting hands
black,
and feet on them.
depending on who's around you, somebody can possibly restrain you, and you will
Wait,
possibly realize this might not
better,
be a place.
bro.
Can't nobody restrain me.
No,
Nobody.
I'm too strong for that. Somebody gonna get tossed around. You gonna look silly for trying to stop me. Like, come on, bro. Like, yo, bro. If somebody say to your wife, "Bitch, shut the fuck up," we banging out.
It's a
You
wrap.
you don't gotta be. It don't matter, bro. If I'm walking, hey, Hamp, you tell me, "Hey, Hamp, walk into the car real quick. I'm about to go." All right, cool. Nigga, it's lit. We on World Star for the wrong reason.
I didn't say you're not gonna retaliate him. I'm saying you're gonna handle it methodically, bro. Think about it. If we're in the middle of someplace where we're gonna get locked up, we really gonna handle it then, or we gonna think about like, come on, we smarter than that, bro.
I
That
think
don't mean
so,
we ain't gonna get back,
bro. I think
bro.
I'm saying so. It's easy for me to say, "Yeah, you right," but I don't know if you right.
That emotion, like, is that nigga, like that nigga in us wants to, like that nigga in me is like, yo, Will Smith is on site. But that smart intellectual black man in me is like, all right, I'm gonna handle this differently, but I'm gonna get you. Just like he told her, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back.
All right.
It don't gotta be with violence, but I'm gonna get you back.
Apple pie, what do you think? Yeah, you with the pink shirt, nigga.
Oh, it's peach, man. It's peach. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's good?
What's going on, man?
We're gonna let B go last, and we gonna count his shit down. You got a minute, B. What you think, hey man? Like, if somebody, I want you to answer the scenario. You walking with your dame, right? She say, "You should say excuse me." Nigga say, "Bitch, shut the fuck up."
Ooh. Nah, that's tough, man. I think, but so here's the thing, though. I think it literally depends on. You definitely have to address it. It's probably like an 80% chance I might swing on them, but I would like to think that I would be in a place to where we can have a, yo, who you think you talking to like that, or just step to them and say something, and it not just be a on-site thing. I would like to say I'm there, but I don't think I am.
Guess who else? Guess who else ain't there? Catino.
You know my temper well enough to know that the real me is like it would be hard for me to really not swing.
It's gonna be impossible.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like from a mature standpoint, like I think like as I get older, you know, as life changes, as I get more that I have to lose, like I think shit through a little bit more sometimes. I'm less impulsive, which before it's always been 0 to 100. Yo, we bamming. And let me
ask you a question.
Impulsive in life lately, bro.
Fuck all that. Let me ask you a question. Let's say this. Would you do life or let a nigga smash you? So let's say you did a crime. They say, yo, you got to go to jail for life, or you let this nigga smash you, you walk free. What you gonna do?
I'm going to jail, nigga.
Ain't that much maturity in the world, Playboy. I know that was a far-fetched example, but some shit just ain't gonna change, bro. That nigga said I'm going to jail, nigga.
Who you know?
All right.
Hey, give me the names and the niggas y'all know in here. Y'all need my What a fan, man.
Word is bond.
Gotta holler at your boy. I'll see you soon.
Yo, B.
Well, answering the example you gave, so for me, my reaction time is pretty quick. So if you were to do that to my lady, my automatic process is to just start fighting. You know, I think about shit later, for the most part anyway, but that's just me. Now we're talking about the Will Smith situation. My perspective on that hasn't changed from the podcast. I mean, I agree more towards Jay and Bub. I also understand where you're coming from, but I mean, it goes back to what I said. You're at the Oscars. Oscars been around for decades. It's what comedians do. I mean, it even goes back to hell, Richard Pryor, Red Fox. They roast people. It's what they do at the Oscars, especially when you have a wife such as Jada. She ain't a wife, she a bitch. Let's just throw that out there. But when you're messing with that type of woman, and y'all are at the Oscars, number one, front row at that, more than likely you're going to get roasted. I mean, Chris Rock is a comedian. That's what he does. Jay says something that I stated and highlighted on the podcast. I could have looked at it differently if Chris Rock said the joke that then Will Smith immediately went on the stage and handled it. But for you to sit back, throw your head back, and do a big belly laugh, and then go on the stage and slap him, it's kind of okay. At this point, you're straddling the fence. You couldn't have taken that much offense to it if you laughed at it. I mean, I feel like to answer the question, yes, there is a correct way to be a man. I mean, there's certain ways that you handle certain things. You know, again, like I said on the podcast, I was in New Jersey. I was at a stand-up comedy show. I was front row. This lady that I was with, I was like, I hope that they don't roast me. She says, well, what the hell you want me to do if they do? We had the comedy show. And she's right. I mean, that's what comedians do. I mean, if you don't like the heat, you get out the kitchen. I mean, but there's several ways you handle that situation. But to just get on stage and slap a man for him doing his job, I mean, it's like, I mean, that's not cute at all.
Nah, because come on, CB, see, a lot of people looking at it like, oh, he was just doing his job. Yo, take away the joke aspect. Take away, just look at it like this, like, damn, this dude been digging at my wife for like some years now. I'm getting tired of the shit. I see she getting tired of the shit. Look at it from that aspect.
All right, Bub.
Not just a joke that night, but you taking jabs at my significant other over the years multiple times. You ever been in a situation when you felt like, yo, stop playing. I don't feel like playing today, because the same individual always want to be a fucking jokester, but today you don't want to joke. You feel me? Y'all never been in that situation? Like, yo, stop playing. I don't feel like playing today. If you say one more thing, shit gonna get real. You never been in that situation?
All right, Bub. So to answer your question, you know, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, to answer your question. But what was the jokes that he was saying over the years? The only one I recall is when he was saying it's no one is Jada is boycotting the Oscars. It's like Rihanna.
Nobody asked you to come anyway.
Right. But that was the only joke that I know of.
But once again, it was on a public format for the world platform for the world to see.
Okay, but still, Jay,
we don't know what's going on behind scenes either. So
I mean, let's keep it a stack, yeah. Like that man is emotionally traumatized by that entanglement, and he's wilding right now. Like, let's just keep it being like.
But keep it on.
Wife got to protect you too, bro. Like I get it. Protect your wife, but your wife got to protect you too. She not protecting that man.
Question. What is the threshold though? You don't get to determine a man's threshold. Exactly. You saying 1-2 jokes ain't enough jokes on somebody's wife, B?
Go ahead, B.
Go ahead.
I mean, okay, so the issue, so let's look at the level of the joke. All right.
Nah, you can't. That's somebody's wife, though. Niggas will kill you over their wife, bro.
Okay, I understand that, Hamp. You said that several times, but what are we talking about? G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. You're at the Oscars. It's what they do. I mean,
also
it's what they do.
One way you can look at things too, though, like sometimes when people say things like that, it's not to be an insult. It could literally been a compliment, because think about it, like that could have been.
Jane wasn't a hero.
It was not a bad movie. Like if she does, like she's been in movies like that. If she does that movie, niggas gonna see it.
Yeah, G.I. Jane was fake as hell too.
It was a good movie though. All movies are fake.
Well, it was entertaining, but she wouldn't pass the Navy SEAL test. Go ahead.
I think the main thing is context matters. And I think as a man, you should always make wise decisions. That's like if we go to like, I take my wife paintballing and she get mad because a dude shoot her with a paintball. It's like, well, why are you there? It's not like he's searching them out. As celebrities, there's a certain amount of your life that people are going to respond to you a certain way. And Chris Rock is a comedian. You know what I'm saying? So with everything being in that context, for him to feel like, oh, I got to go slap this comedian where it's something that is expected is wrong and it's too far. Like, period. It's just not a wise decision. I get when Bug is like, well, hey, what if you take this out? So now if you start taking different pieces out, though, now you're technically creating a whole different scenario, right? Like even the one with Hamp saying, okay, well, what if you just out and about and somebody disrespect? And now that's a totally different, scenario. But in the context of, okay, this is a comedian. This is what we do. We are at the Oscars. This is a possibility. This is something that is going to happen. But now when this thing happens, let me go up here and commit a crime. It definitely shows that there's more is going on, and sometimes wrong is still wrong, right? And I know I'm the main person who always is in the middle of something. Well, oh, I see this side and I see that side, and Hemp always be getting at me for never picking a side. But in this situation, I feel like that's clearly a wrong decision to make when you look at the context of it all, also as how like the consequences that is going to open him up to, going through. But I get it too, because we all got moments, just like Bug was saying, sometimes I just don't want to hear it. And so you kind of may just snap depending on other things that you have going on. So it's not a knock at Will, but it's still wrong. But we all do it. You know what I'm saying?
One other aspect too, like he could have smacked that man afterwards as well. Like if it was that deep, you still really wanted to smack that man, catch him after the show, smack him at the after party.
I did not with Jay.
I'm smacking you immediately.
I disagree with you on that.
I'm not waiting.
I agree with Bug.
Honestly, I take that back because I'm not smacking. I'm close fisting. So they would have had to cut the commercial for me.
Yeah, I agree with Bub on that. I mean, if you're gonna handle it, you handle it right then and there. You nip it in the bud. If you're not gonna handle it right there, then fuck it at that point. I mean, I agree with Bub on that part.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, yo, all it takes is one time. You make an example out of a situation or somebody one time, ain't nobody else gonna press you like that. Trust me. No one. Trust me. Because they already know.
Everybody's still gonna press Will Smith though. He still got it coming.
He in the oven.
Publicly. But they might not do it. They might not do it in a private setting when there ain't no cameras around.
No, but Bub, did you see the Tony Rock tour yesterday? He came on stage, called Jada a bitch and all that. So Will still got shots coming out.
Why? Because he can right now. Because for Will to put himself in another situation where he gotta whoop his brother ass publicly too, like, come on now. They want him to do that. Same way motherfuckers be baiting Kanye. Same way. You know what I'm saying? They want him to keep coming. And I'm sure Will was smart enough that he won't repeat the same thing on a public platform. But if I catch you somewhere privately, in the bathroom or anywhere, or you want to be tough and talk on behalf of your brother, I'm gonna whoop your ass right in the bathroom too. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I think with men, this how I feel. This is Sparta, nigga. You are responsible for everything you say and do, and you can get kicked down a fucking well hole, bro. Like I just don't think like men should be walking around. I'm afraid to go to jail. No, that's what jail is for. Like it is what it is. You got one name, bro. You got one name. You got to protect that name.
It's not about being afraid, bro.
No, I'm not saying afraid, but I'm just saying like you got to protect your name in your house, bro.
You can still do that. Play chess. I'm playing chess, bro.
But can I also say that when we look at the situation that happened, don't you think that is some bitch shit though? I mean, the comedian cracked a joke. Oh, you turn over at your bald-headed bitch ass wife. She ain't got an issue with it. You get up on the stage, slap the motherfucker. Then you're gonna turn around, switch back to your seat, and cross your legs like a female. I mean, ain't that some bitch shit though? I mean, fuck.
Nah, you ever smack a nigga
For
and walk off?
That's some bitch shit right there. Men don't smack. Who smacks another man?
You ain't never smacked a nigga before.
You ain't never smacked.
Man, I'm like, bub, we close.
Smacking and spitting on a man. Those are the two most disrespectful thing you can do to a man. You really want to disrespect somebody, smack them.
But don't you think his level?
And when they don't do nothing back, like in that moment, you feel like I own your soul.
Yeah, forever.
But don't y'all think though? Again, to my point, the situation as a whole, like that's some bit. I mean, he's a comedian. Fuck, that's what comedians do. Okay, they make fun of LeBron James' hairstyle. You don't see his wife going around smacking every goddamn comedian in the world. Fuck, I mean,
she's a woman.
Yeah, women ain't on that type of time.
Well, all right, well.
Yeah, but men are inherently more violent. We know that. That's why men very rarely argue and get out of the line because we know how it's going to go.
Right. Now that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Even amongst friends.
Hey, so
like, yo, go ahead.
I got a question for Bug. So Bug, if you was at the Oscars or a comedy show and the comedian roasting your wife, you gonna say something to check them to be like, yo, chill before we have a problem, or you just gonna go swing on him?
Nah, cause I see what you're trying to do, but it ain't gonna work.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
I just gave you a scenario.
It ain't gonna work on
That's
me.
the scenario, Bob.
First of all, if I bring my wife to a comedy show, we going to laugh. I don't know that comedian personally. Now let's say we go to a comedy show and it's my uncle on stage, right? Now hear me out. My uncle on stage. And he on stage on some shit like, yo, hey, what's up, nephew? I see you got your little wife over there too. I ain't never liked that bitch anyway.
Oh,
my uncle most likely gonna be missing teeth. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to bring him out on a stretcher because now you went too far. You know what I'm saying? You went too far. And I'm sure Will, Jada, and fucking I forgot the guy's name already. Rock, bro, they got a relationship outside of what we seen. Bullshit ass Oscars and this comedy fucking bullshit ass show that everybody keep throwing out there, making it about. It's deeper than that, man. It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? So to get back to your question, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But like I said, if it was more on a personal level, and I know you have a relationship with me and my wife personally, outside of this bullshit ass show or these awards, or I'm gonna put hands on you because you being too disrespectful now.
There's also been several points that have been made. They've said Chris Rock didn't know that the woman had, however you pronounce the shit, I don't know how you pronounce it. But
put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
Again, she may have that, but lots of people may not know because nowadays women will just
Nah, don't make no excuses for boy.
Man, he's a comedian. That's what comedians do. We just live in a sensitive
Stop saying that.
We live in a sensitive society where everybody wants to walk around on eggs. He's a comedian. You at the Oscars. How many times have comedians got roasted at the Oscars by another Oscar? Don't act like Will Smith don't know this and he's dumb to this. That's what comedians do.
Don't do that. Don't make it about. See, See, that's what all these other comedians are doing now too. That's what that you got the Sherry Shepherds. You know what I'm saying? You got everybody else that's coming out cooning right now because they scared thinking it's gonna potentially happen to them. It's not about the comedy. It's deeper than that, yo. It's deeper than that. We're talking about morals now, men shit. You know what I'm saying? Protecting our wives, protecting the woman. Now it's become that whole narrative is like everybody got the shit out of balance now because they don't want to choose sides. It used to be here, but now it's way out of balance because Will Smith and Chris Rock got into some shit. Now it's we gotta put a limit on how we protect women. Like, yo, come on now, make up your motherfucking minds, man. Y'all got swearing today. Make up your mind.
Yo, you set the tone in your house, no?
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely set the tone in your house, absolutely.
No, or is it a shared tone?
I mean, the man would naturally set the tone.
Why you say it's natural?
Why would it not be natural?
You said you got to take a joke. In my house, I don't like. My wife know, like, men deal with men, right?
Okay, but
I feel like that's the correct way
tone,
to be a man.
I mean, yeah, okay.
I know in my house though, right? I was talking to somebody the other day. He say anybody could deal with anybody. So what's the tone in that house?
Well, okay, so I agree with that on that perspective. I mean, from what you're saying, yeah, anybody can't deal with anybody. But all right, so let's just do this. All comedians desensitize their jokes and walk around on eggshells with people's feelings. I mean, that's the only solution I see.
So do men set the tone in their house?
B, don't do that, B. Don't do
that. He has a point, bro. I mean, because this isn't really any different. Like if we're attacking him because if we're justifying Will Smith's actions based on him protecting his wife versus looking at the fact that, you know, Chris Rock is a comedian doing his job, that anytime any of these comedians are catching back, you know, slack for something that they did, then you're taking away the same freedom, man. Like Dave Chappelle, everything he going through with the LTGB, you take the same freedom, bro. Like Will Smith was out of pocket. That man has things going on emotionally right now that caused him to react in a manner in which he should not have reacted.
What do you mean we taking away their freedom, though?
He should not have gone on the stage and smacked that man.
What do you mean take away their freedom, though?
It's freedom to say whatever he wants, freedom of speech.
He didn't take away his freedom to say it. He had a repercussion.
Like if people are trying to police what he says, like that's what you're doing. Like
you're restricting his freedom.
Y'all wilding right now. How, Patino? How?
Comedians have the freedom to say whatever the fuck they want to say.
Yeah, you can say whatever.
They can.
And niggas don't have the right to react to violence.
There's always repercussions to any and everything a person says. But don't try to make it an attack on comedians now. Y'all don't do that shit, man. Don't do that. It's not about
all right, so keep saying that it's not about the joke. Like you have to acknowledge the fact that what Will Smith did is an overreaction to that joke, bro. I understand the fact of respecting your wife, but that was an overreaction to that joke. Point blank period. It is a joke.
In whose eyes, though? Who are we to say that somebody overreacted to?
It's a joke. That's his freedom as a comedian. He's hosting the Oscars.
He would just.
If you at the Oscars, he's gonna tell they hired a comedian to host the Oscars.
He wasn't the host though.
What was he not on the stage doing?
He was presenting. I just want people to understand.
Semantics.
Huh?
Semantics.
No. They got the host. You know how the host.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
He's presenting at the Oscars.
Yeah.
He's a comedian that's presenting at the Oscars.
Yeah.
If you know anything about the Oscars, the reason why they have a comedian up there, and you can research and Google this, is to break the ice.
He's not the host.
Why
a comedian? Help!
Why was the Oscars up to some type of holy? Like what is this Oscar shit?
I don't give a fuck. I didn't watch it. I never watched it. But what I'm saying is, comedian has the right to say what they want to say on the stage. Like they have those freedoms, and the more we continue to attack their ability to say what they want to say, their artistic creativity with lawsuits or even violence, like, come on, bro.
Yo, y'all ever seen y'all ever seen these? Y'all ever seen the court documents where you got a family in court sitting and they're waiting for the end of a trial where they see where
I already know where you're going with that, bro.
Exactly. Their
That's
loved
murder. More than likely, that's murder.
Yo,
the victim's family
it don't matter.
You're comparing apples to dirt now, bub. Come on, you're comparing two totally different
It don't
things.
matter where we at. It don't matter where we at, B. If I feel offended, I'm handling it.
All
I
right,
don't give a fuck that the judge watching me. I don't care that the DA's watching me. I don't care that this bail. I don't care. I'm no, it don't matter. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care where I'm at.
Means you need to unpack too, then, bro. Because you just said if I feel offended, come on, nigga.
I don't care where I'm at. That's what I'm saying. Oscars don't mean nothing to me. Oscars, court, church. It don't matter where I'm at. If I feel offended, I'm handling it.
So glad you said that.
Fellas, one at a time though, because it kind of the audio is not clear.
So Bob, let's make a point. You're at church. Glad you said church. You're at church, right?
Fuck church.
Ham, can you understand? Let me explain my point, Hamp, okay? Because all right. Bub, you're at church. The pastor says something you don't like. What we're gonna do now? Go up there and start slapping the pastor just because it's something that was said because you don't like it? That's his job. That's his lane. Okay, the comedian. That's his lane. It's not like Chris Rock was cracking the joke.
Wait a minute. Let me clarify. Let me ask you a question.
All right,
so the pastor can call your wife out her name and insult her.
No, I didn't say that.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on now.
Everything about your wife.
Wait a minute.
I just said the pastor said something you don't like.
Nah, wait, hold on. But he got to ask a better question though.
Okay, so
yeah. So what did the pastor say? How about that? What did he say?
All right, so let's say homosexuality, and the pastor says, homosexuality is an abomination. He quotes a scripture out the Bible.
We don't give a fuck. We're not homosexual.
Now, you're putting your emotions into it. Now, I know how you feel about homosexuality. I'm just throwing the scenario.
You don't know how I feel about homosexuality?
All right. Okay, but Ham, can you just let me explain my scenario?
Well, no, because it gotta pertain. We're not homosexual.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
Nah, niggas ain't just gonna talk. Nah, blah blah. Give me a better analogy. Let me call Pierre. Maybe he'll give a fuck. Hold on.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Come on, man. All right, go
ahead. Hold on. I got a question for Bug. So with the Chris Rock and Will Smith thing, your thing was because
I love you too, man.
You knew him kind of personally. Because you said when I gave you the other scenario of like a family member, you're like, well, no, because I know you outside of here. So do you think the fact that he knew Chris Rock outside of this and Chris Rock overstepped based off of that relationship, he was justified in doing it?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Because I would feel like, come on, man, you supposed to be my man, right?
Got you.
Now, the first couple of times you took digs at the wife, cool, I brushed it off. But publicly we've been going through some shit the past 4 or 5 years. Shit kind of sensitive right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't in a good place. So now publicly, once again, you attacking my wife. Now I already been looking crazy for wild years. Now you got me looking crazy once again on a public platform.
But is that Chris Rock's fault or Will Smith's fault?
Listen to what Bub's saying, though.
Okay, but when I give my scenario, you want to switch up my scenario. But I gotta listen to Bub's scenario.
Because you said homosexual, like, bro, we not.
It's a scenario I gave. All right, continue, Bub. Continue. We're gonna go with your scenario. Continue.
Nah, but hold on. But do you hear what he's saying, B? That's like I'm on stage, right? You got issues, the whole world clowning you, and I clown you some more.
All right, now, is that wrong in and of itself? Yes. However, like I said on the podcast Thursday, listen, y'all I get this black men mental health and all this and all that. However, at a point in time, you got to stop with the bullshit. At the end of the day, he knew Jada was still married to Tupac. He still wanted to marry her. The damn daughter is writing a letter to a dead man. Will Smith don't want to acknowledge that. She even said, I will never have another relationship like the one I had with Tupac, and she started crying. He still chooses to marry her. He's the one who agrees to this open entanglement. Then when he finds out that she cheated, he starts crying. We've been dealing with this for 20 plus years, and this man ain't left yet. Now all of a sudden, memories is being made of him, or however you pronounce it, and me and the whole damn world supposed to sit back and feel sorry for this man because he can't get his shit together, and it's been 20 plus years. I ain't feeling sorry for that. Fuck that shit, man. You're the one who put your relationship out there on the red table. We gotta stop. I mean, I get this black love and men go through a lot, but some of this shit we just bring on ourselves now. I mean, we got to acknowledge this. When does the cycle stop? He's the one who's choosing to be with her. He's the one who's choosing to marry this woman, sit with this woman every night.
You're right.
He's feeling sorry for this man.
You're right, but that's your
man.
man.
That motherfucker shit out of life. Him or his bald-headed bitch ass wife. Shit.
Listen, here's the thing. If one of y'all was doing that, right, and you was in a perpetual cycle of hell that you didn't know how to get out of,
you know how to get out. You can get out of it.
I'm not gonna add to it. Is what Bub point is. So if I know you personally and you dealing with demons, I probably won't pick you to clown you. Is that not fair?
That's fair.
It was banal of a joke camp as any. G.I. Jane 2 can't wait to see you. If she's that sensitive about her hair, why did she make an Instagram live photo about her bald head and started laughing about it and put it out there for the whole world to see? It's not like she's that sensitive to her condition.
What do you mean?
Oh, so you don't know about the live video she put out?
No, what I'm saying is, what's the first rule in AA? What do you have to do?
Acknowledge that you're an alcoholic.
So here's what people do, and I think Tino made the point earlier, and Tino, you could jump in. You say things out loud to affirm to be more comfortable. It doesn't mean you're actually comfortable, but you say it to deal with it. That you understand? That's how that works. All right, like me and Tino, when Tino says, yo, I got an anger management issue, he's saying that in vulnerability. He ain't saying it because he's comfortable with it necessarily.
All right, okay, so I'll give you that because I'm ignorant in a lot of AA things. I do know one of the first things I'm supposed to do is acknowledge you're an alcoholic.
No, it's so good, but that was the point.
Okay, but all right, so this leads me to my next question. You know what? Let's say Will was right. All right. But now we also have to acknowledge too what Jay said. Comedians have a freedom of speech. I mean, we do too, but they have a certain level of freedom of speech. So now, how do we restrict what they can or can't say? Is he to not now crack jokes on people? Is he supposed to desensitize it some because of the crowd?
We already went down this line.
Yeah, we already
went down this line. We're not saying restrict what we're not trying to say restrict what these comedians are saying. That's the narrative they trying to fucking push out there. We're not doing that. We know comedy is comedy. It's deeper than that joke. That's what we've been saying this whole time.
Is that our problem? Is what I'm saying. If it's deeper than the joke, then is that Will Smith problem? It's his problem because he chooses to deal with the issue at hand. Is what I'm saying. Back to what I'm saying. The issue is deeper because Will Smith makes it deeper than what it is. He's the one who's choosing to stay in all of this. So now I'm supposed to sit back every morning, get on Facebook, get on the news. Will Smith entanglement. Willow write a letter to a dead motherfucker.
Don't go through. We got it. Don't go through the line again. We understand.
All right, that's my point. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Keep feeling sorry for this man because he won't get out of a toxic situation. We can't keep feeling sorry for this man because he don't know how to get out. Man, come on, man. Come on with that, man. Come on.
Yeah, nah. So I don't think you really understanding the point. I ain't gonna hold you. I think that you are responsible for everything you say. Ain't nobody restricting you, but you are responsible for everything you say and do that come out your mouth. That's the key point, right? Is there some truth to what Tino said about him maybe taking it at a level in which he shouldn't, based on the context where Adrian continues to like clarify for us? Maybe, but it doesn't negate the facts. They know each other. That has to mean something. It gotta mean something. Like, are you saying that doesn't have any bearing on it?
I mean,
There's certain shit I'm not gonna say to you, that right? Out in public, there's certain shit I'm not gonna say Tino, Bub, Adrian, because we got situations. You feel me? Personal shit.
So wouldn't that depend though, because we'll pretty much just say anything. Like, you know how we grew up. So there's never been a real like limit.
Not in front of company.
Different? True.
Not in front of company.
True.
Yeah.
I can rock with that. True.
You know, that's the only.
Were they really close like that too though? Or did they just know each other?
We speculating to your point. Okay. Yeah. You know.
Now, what we do know is they was close way back in the 90s, but again, we don't know about today. So, I mean, well.
So,
good morning.
Who sets the tone in the house? Is it a man, a woman, or is it a combination?
The man is the head of the household.
The man.
What you think, bub?
The man. Hey, baby, who set the tone? The man.
Bruh.
Yeah, so that's pretty clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do men cry if they get hurt?
Fuck no.
Like pain, like physical pain.
I don't think, like, I mean, my initial response to pain ain't gonna be to cry, bro. My initial response is probably gonna be to curse.
Yeah.
What you think? Like, honestly, there's natural reactions that the body does. Like, and I can't remember some of the examples that doctors will use, but like,
I don't want to hear that shit, Tino. Are you crying if you break your finger?
Well, I'm not talking about the crying, bro. Like, no, crying's not one of them. Like,
all right, cool.
like, and part of that's like kids. When kids hurt themselves or fall, sometimes they're not crying because it hurts. They're crying because they're embarrassed.
Yeah. But that's, I'm talking about men though. Adrian, you break your finger, you crying?
Nah. Yeah, nah. Not for pain.
I know we talked about this already.
I know y'all brought me over because at first I was like, nah, you know what, man should be able to cry about anything. But then when I thought about it, like I said, other than a toothache, the only thing we're just like, hey,
bruh.
Does your wife, does a man's wife follow him? Does a man's wife follow him?
You mean follow his lead?
Who's gonna speak first?
Does a man's wife follow him?
Absolutely.
I mean, I didn't know if he was asking somebody specific the question. I wasn't paying attention. To
I would just, everybody leaned up and nobody said anything.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to listen to Shannon.
Cause I'm Shan, what up?
She's on the phone.
Oh, she ain't even talking.
I thought she was talking to me, but she's on the phone.
Yeah. So I'm answering the question below, right? Because we kind of went through the saga. Damn, I just had another one in my head. Oh, do men deal with men and women deal with women, or do you let your woman handle situations with other men? B.
Men deal with men and women deal with women. You know, because quite naturally men are stronger than a woman. So what you look like stepping to a woman, and you know, I mean, so that's just common sense, you know.
Yeah, Bob, what you think?
Oh, that's easy for me. I'm going to deal with a man 100% every time, and my wife should deal with women. You know, I just had a conversation with a neighbor the other day. Shorty was like, "Yo, tell your wife I want to talk to her about something." I said, "Cool." She said, "Well, maybe you could sit down with us." And I said, "Nah, that's woman shit. Nah, I don't want no input at all. That y'all deal with that. I'm out."
What you think, Adrian?
Yeah, so I agree with that, but I would like check a woman for my wife too. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody could get it when it comes to this one. So I think like Bug's example though, of like y'all just about to be talking, okay, it's no need for me to sit down and talk with y'all. But if it's something like different, like I would check a woman too. Like can't nobody disrespect my wife. Not saying I'm gonna automatically be physical, you know what I'm saying? Because it's levels to it. But I think the man can address whoever. But definitely, my woman should never have to address a man or have any issue with a man. Like that's me.
Tino, what you think?
I mean, it's consistent, really. I mean, that's kind of really the way of the world. I mean, you got some people that will look at it and say it's patriarchal, but I mean, it's the reality, and things kind of move smoother that way in some instances. Things are just safer. Things are cleaner a lot of times, handling things like that, and even just the way we handle things. Men are more transactional. We're more direct. Like we'll be direct to the point. We're gonna say what we want. Women ain't gonna have all the small talking stuff. She doing that with a man, like he might take that out of pocket. Like, nah, like just this is what I need, my nigga.
Yeah, period. How we feel about hyphenated names? Does that do something to the household negatively, you think?
Yo,
There can't be no hyphenated name. No, you got to change that last name to Graham. Yeah, you got to change it to Graham.
Hey, yo, Ham.
Yo.
I hate that shit. I'm just, yo, you gonna start some shit today. I hate it.
I got two perspectives on it.
Go ahead.
From one perspective, you can look at it as a lack of, and I'm not going to use the right term for this. I unpacked this a minute ago. From one perspective, you can look at it from a way that like it's, do you not cherish me, respect me, or whatever enough to take my last name? That's one perspective. Mm-hmm. From the other perspective, I can understand those instances where, let's say, the husband develops a strong relationship with the father-in-law, and the father-in-law is the last of the family or something, and you feel so much respect and reverence for that man, you want to carry his name too. I could see that perspective if you develop that type of bond with that other man. It happens, bro.
Yeah, that's well. I'm not gonna let Adrian. What you think?
I'm not saving no other man last name. I don't care what you done.
I'm not either. But what I'm saying is, I'm respectful enough to understand if someone else did it because of that reason. I respect.
Yeah. I think the biggest push, because I even understand the name thing, right? Like with like TD Jakes. So like his daughter has kept the name, but because of the brand and like all of that stuff too. So I can understand it for certain situations. I think mostly when a woman won't take your last name or wants to hyphenate it, that's a problem to me, because it's more so like she don't want to let go of who she was. You know what I'm saying? And when you take on a man last name, it's like, okay, I'm responsible for you now. Like you're mine. I got you. You're good. And if you're refusing to take my name and solely my last name, that means you don't trust me to do it. So what's the point of you marrying me then if you want to keep your old name? Keep your old life too.
I like how you said that, You're mine. Yeah.
Word. Yeah, I'm not like you watch Game of Thrones, you watch all this type of shit. It's a banner, right? And that banner got one name on it. My flag, it's gonna be a Watson flag, and they're gonna be a Watson Wilson flag. That shit sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Nah. Let me ask y'all, because we trying to clarify what being a man, like, is there a correct way, right? So now, is your wife, and this could go either way, but we men, right? Is your wife your possession?
Absolutely.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody's your possession, bro. And nobody's your possession.
My possession.
Nobody's your possession. Bro. You don't own anything.
That's mine.
So, Bub, you say yeah?
Yeah, that's mine. And if you try to take mine, you got to die. Simple.
Hold on, Tino, you go last. Adrian, what you think?
So I think you treat her like she's a possession to you, right? So that's why I get what Bub is saying. Like she's mine, but to say like you're mine in terms of like ownership of this person. Like, oh, I own you. Like, no, but you take care of her as if she is a possession. That don't make no sense, do it? It's like I'm trying. All right, I'm gonna say yeah, yo. I'm gonna say yeah. All right, that's
Yo, Tino, he was trying to he was trying to be philosophical.
I was trying to balance it, yo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's up, Tino? What you think?
Man, like possession is like that. It's like property, bro. Like she's not fucking property. She's a person, bro. I revere the fuck out of her. She's a person. I don't possess her. She belongs to me, though.
What you saying,
though. She's my wife.
Yo,
she's my
lean up, nigga. Lean up. Goddamn.
Like I'm using belongs in a different context. Like she's mine. Like she's a part of me.
Yo, look at the comment. Look at the comment.
Part of me. what else?
She ain't wrong.
I go to therapy, man. Like, nigga,
Yo, let me say, lean up, nigga, so they can see you. Yo, I know Tino, bro.
What's good, bro?
His wife is his possession, nigga. I know him. Like, come on, man.
We gotta find a different word, bro.
Nah, fuck
you gotta find a different word, bro.
Hey, Tino, I tried to dance around it, Tino. I couldn't dance around it.
You know, you said ownership, like instantly that thinks like them, like, you know, get me wrong. I'm taking a class on, you know, we talking heavy slavery right now. So like instantly that just gave me slavery vibes, bro. Like, like
yo, Tino,
that's what it is right now. That possession term, like I'm kind of like,
nah, yeah, don't get context, brother. Look, Tino said she's not my possession, but she belongs to me.
Put him in the fucking bed. Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out of here. Come on.
Oh man. That's what I'm saying, bro. And look, there's so many, everybody educated, right? Y'all two at the bottom got masters and all of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Bub and I have degrees. B, what you get yours in May, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as men, bro, it's I think there is a standard. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my brother-in-law, shout out to him, and he's like, no, there's a gray. I don't think it's that gray. Like people say these things because it's cute and it sounds good, but when you really boil it down, I think there's a standard to being a man. No,
I mean, I think there's some things that are inherent, and then there are some things that I mean, but at the same time, like, there are some things that are inherent. There are definitely some things that are inherent. There are also some things that may be bad learned behavior that we got to unpack as we get older.
All right, let me ask another question then. If you get hit with an SMD, what's your response? Y'all know what that means?
Absolutely.
Suck my dick.
That's vile.
Look
man.
at everybody's face.
That's vile.
What's happening if somebody hit you with one of them?
Fisticuffs.
Niggas is like this.
I want to
everybody like.
Yo, good day or bad day.
Right.
Oh man. Good day.
I got another question.
Now, once again, don't try to tell a man how to react to a situation.
Right.
Bub, did you see everybody's face?
Man.
Yeah.
So hold on. Right. Let me tell y'all where I'm going most times with this thought.
All right.
Most times where I'm going is, all right, to be correct way to be a man. To be a man is to be accountable. To be accountable, and you've even done this with me. To be accountable is to realize when you're wrong or when you possibly handle the situation wrong. So there are times that we may overreact. And Bub, to your point, you said you think. I think it was B. You might have said you'll think about that later, or both of y'all might have said that. A lot of times we'll think about things later. So in most instances lately in life, I'm trying to actually think about things in that moment. So in that moment, if it's a good day, and wifey's helping me with this, if it's a good day and she's with me, she might force me to walk away. If it's a bad day and I'm by myself, I'm probably going to need bail money. And that's just keeping it a bean.
That's good. That's fair. And I think the accountability that's a standard for men. We got to be highest accountability. And your wife can help you in so many. Like, for instance, my wife, she know once I get upset, don't get in front of me. I don't like that shit. Right? Because I'm liable to do anything. But what I do feel like I got upset one time I mushed this dude. I forget what for what, but what he deserved the shit. Fuck it. So mush him. I say, yo, I could feel her hand on my back though. And that was all I needed. You know what I mean? Like your woman the support could look so much different. Like she ain't gonna be like, babe, stop. Nah, don't do none of that. Right? Because I don't need much more. You know, niggas get brave when people start holding them back. I'm already brave. I don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but she put her hand on my back. I feel the calm. You feel me? To Tino point, like she could stop me without even making it really known, type shit. Mm-hmm. Do men still get the big piece of chicken?
Of course.
Do men still get the big piece of chicken?
Of course.
I can't answer on that one because I'm an odd nigga. I don't like dark meat. So, you know, unless it's the breast, like wings are the smallest fucking piece of it.
All right, let me change it. God damn, Catino. Do men get to select their piece of chicken? Do you get the one you want?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Fuck that. I'm not looking at Georgie plate and she got a big ass piece of chicken.
You got a small piece.
I'm gonna eat that choked breast. That dry ass breast is a choked breast. I'm gonna eat it. I'm not.
It's the healthiest part of the bird, bro.
Does a man's wife still make his plate?
Southern hospitality. That's a Southern hospitality thing.
Who going first?
Tino going first.
I mean, it's a Southern hospitality thing. Like, I personally don't mind making my own plate. I don't really care. Like, I mean, I'm just a helpful nigga. Like, I'll make
Tino. Answer my goddamn question. You double dutching like a motherfucker.
Bro, you say do that. Like,
that's Tino. He double dutch. He's trying to wait for his time to jump in.
Do you expect it? People expect it. Does it have to be the case? I don't care. Okay. I personally don't care.
But you set the tone in your house. Does your wife make your plate, or are you saying it matters not?
Shannon typically makes my plate. Like, she'll call me when food is ready and my plate is ready. If I cook, I'll make her plate.
Yeah. If I'm cooking, I just make the plates. Yeah, but you know when you out and shit like that, you know what I mean?
So what I'm saying is, like, if the woman is cooking in the home, typically she's gonna probably make your plate. But in homes where the woman doesn't cook, the man's probably gonna make the plate if he's already cooking. But if she don't cook, that's a different story.
I guess to clarify, like when we out, like, you know what I'm saying? You saying, yo, the food ready, we had a party, like at my house.
Oh yeah. I mean, if the host ain't making it, then yeah, she's definitely making it.
Adrian?
Yeah, with the last scenario you gave, like we out, she gonna do
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, but
I think in situations like that, like even if you in somebody else's crib, like men really typically we stay the fuck away from the kitchen.
We just be sitting there.
Yeah, not me, Catino. Shit, I be in the kitchen. I'm going in the kitchen immediately. I'm getting my own plate. But I'm fat boy. I got to eat immediately. Like the wife serving the kids' plates, I got to get my plate ASAP. But let me tell you something though. I come home to a cooked meal every day. Every day. Women, get your asses in the kitchen.
B, your wife making your plate?
Basically, that scenario, absolutely. I've been working all day. I come home, shit. At least I can have this goddamn meal, shit.
Yo, y'all some caveman ass niggas, man. I'm tell y'all that right now. yo, people gonna be like, yo, Hamp selected these guys. No, bro. I was trying to get. I got a therapist. I got an engineer.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
but you
know
know what's
Bub,
funny though?
me and him got similar thinking. Like, you know what I mean? I know Bub gonna be a caveman like me, but like, all y'all niggas is cavemen, bro.
But that's the thing. But you know that the thing is though, like most men are the same. Like we're more the same than we are different. So things that
Yeah.
people think like don't matter, they really matter to all of us. Some of us just built to put up with other things. But we all see things pretty much the same way when it comes to most things. Ain't much of a difference between us, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's okay though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
ain't nothing wrong with it.
it's okay. Like, you know, do men still walk on the side of the street where the cars is coming?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
There's a right way to be a man, bro. Do men still give their life for their family, or it's a coin toss?
No, you got to give your life for your family, man. Someone breaking in the house 2 a.m, would you look like you next to your lady, baby? Go handle that. No, you got to make that sacrifice, bro. You got to sacrifice, man. You now what I would do, I'd be like, babe, you get the kids or something like that. Yeah, you know, if they on the same floor or something like that, y'all jump out a window or something. But shit, man, you got to make that sacrifice. No, you can't. No,
Dude,
that's shit. Nah, come on, come on, man.
Do men still at a restaurant face the door?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gotta be ready. Some shit pop off.
Right.
Yeah,
Like I was with Hamp a few Saturdays ago, and there was some people behind me, and they was making some noise. I like, whoa, shit, something about to pop off, man. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be scared something might pop off. I got to be on the ready.
You said scared. Hold on.
I'd be scared. No, I'm not saying I'd be scared something.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
I ain't saying scared as in fearful. I'm just saying I'd be
Concerned.
on the. I'll be alert.
You be on your dean, right?
Right. You know what I mean.
Yeah, well, goddamn, the crowd don't know what you mean, so I want to make sure you clarify.
They should know me by now. Shit.
You know, scared sounds crazy. So, you know, I just wanted to ask those questions. I swear to God, I didn't know the answers before I asked. You know what I mean? But men have standards. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. Period. You can't, for a man, you can't hit him with an SMD. You can't call a man a bitch. You can't spit on a man. You can't slap a man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, yeah.
It's a fact though, right?
Right? Bro, like I've literally fought for all 3 of them fucking things. Actually, I've never been smacked, but I have smacked somebody. But I mean, to your point, like you facts.
Yo, that's what I mean.
I don't think somebody calling me the B word though would make me mad. Like now,
I mean,
but the other thing,
in my maturity, I probably would handle that differently. I don't know. I would have to make a situation.
That's probably the lowest rank.
I can say that I have gotten into it, but it wasn't even that. Like a dude was beating on a chick in Dallas in a parking lot. Me and my LB just happened to run across it. I went to intervene, and my man was like, "Yo, who the fuck you bitch ass nigga?" And like that's kind of really all it took. Like,
yeah,
it was yeah. And
so
the police arrested them. Like when the police came, like we were good. They let us go. They arrested them. It was what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, they caught that L and they got locked up.
Word. So I think because a lot of women, like I was just talking to my sister, and this show actually goes a long way for clarity for a lot of people, right? So women out here thinking like, we progressing in a way, and I guess it's people would deem it progression. I don't know if I do in terms of like how the world is moving. But men still feel the way we feel, and I don't know if they really know that. You know what I mean? So I think it's important to clarify. Like, we kind of the same as we always been. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's important for women to understand that. We respect what women can do now. We respect the jobs they have, how they progressing, right? The glass ceiling has been moved up for them, voting and all of that stuff, right? But at the end of the day, men are still inherently the same. I think by and large, overwhelmingly. And so I think it's important for women to know that, because you guys may be remaining single because you think that we want different things, when in actuality, we really don't want different things than the men of yesteryear. Ain't nothing like a home cooked meal.
Nothing.
You know? Yeah, man. Interesting. Listen, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is an awesome show with a lot of gems, bro. Caveman. We might have to change the name of the show. So I don't really mess with Jerry Springer, but I do like one of his constructs. So B, final thought.
As a man, there are certain standards we have to live by.
Word. Tino, final thought.
Men should be accountable, responsible, and wise.
Word.
That's it.
Adrian.
Hey, yo, if she ain't willing to take your last name only, yo, leave her right where she at, yo. She ain't ready to let go of that old life and get on your squad. Let her tell her, I keep your last name and stay right over there, yo.
Bob.
Hey, don't ever try to tell a man how he's supposed to react to any type of situation that he's put in.
Word. Yeah. I think you have freedom of speech, but you should always be accountable for your actions.
So
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, getting smacked was the consequence of what Chris Rock said. It is what it is. I mean,
Tino, you already gave your final thoughts. No. God, damn, man.
Put him in the fucking bed. Get him.
Damn, man, he done messed up the flow. Now I'm talking too much. All right, man. Bye, everybody. God damn.